Hey everyone, it's Casey, and today I'm excited to guide you through a Vinyasa class that's done all from a chair, a seated position, and really all you need is a chair that has open sides and nice and stable, doesn't move around, something sedentary. Also, 2 blocks, completely optional, but they're nice to have just in case. We will be kind of shifting around on our mat. So I laid the mat out kind of sideways, facing forward. You can start here, and about halfway through, we'll shift the direction of our chair just to have a little more access to our mats. So we're gonna jump right on in, coming into just a normal seated position, feet rooting down into the ground, spine up nice and tall, and close your eyes. And as you lift up through the crown, equally feel your sit bones connecting down into your chair. Try to find a positioning with your feet to get as much of the foot down and rooted as possible. I want you to really feel the points of contact with the ground. And there might be times that your feet kind of come off of your mat, and that's okay. If you need to shift, you can shift, or just let yourself be where you are. We're going to establish some breath here, so let's exhale and let all of the breath empty out. Through the nose, start to breathe in. Gather the breath through the belly, through the ribs, and all the way up into the chest and shoulders. Holding your breath. And then open up your mouth and exhale, let it all the way out. Again, through the nose, slow breath in, belly, ribs, chest, feel your shoulders, everything expands, hold at the top. And then open up the mouth and exhale, let everything out. Let's keep the next exhale through the nose. Slow breath in, breathing through the belly, up to the chest and shoulders, expanding out in all directions. Hold at the top of the breath. Keep the breath through the nose. Just as slowly exhale, empty out from the top all the way back down to the bottom. Take 2 more on your own. And as you breathe in, I want you to think about lightly restricting the back of the throat. And as you create that constriction, you're going to hear more of an ocean wave sound. And keep that constriction on your exhale as you slowly melt the breath back out, ocean wave sound out. 1 more, nice and full. Really focus on expanding the breath and feeling that nice ocean wave sensation. And just as slowly melting it all the way back out. Now relax your breath back just a little bit. Nice and easy. But still feeling that ujjayi breath, that audible breath sensation. Maintaining this throughout the practice to the best of your ability. Spine lifts up a little taller, especially if you notice yourself hunching, rounding. And then let's slowly just blink open through the eyes. Hands stay cupped over the knees. Inhale, draw the chest forward and up. And really kind of pull on the knees to open up the ribs, lifting the head. Feel your sit bones pulling back. And then exhale, you're gonna round. Tuck your tail under, curl. You might even feel your hips slide forward in your seat. Inhale, scoop the heart forward and up, lifting through the chest, sit bones drawing back. And then exhale, round and curl. Go ahead and continue to move on your own here. Close your eyes and just let your breath guide you here. Any individualized movements are more than welcome. Okay, let's slowly make our way back into neutral spine. Interlace the fingers and reach the palms forward and all the way up over your head. We're going to target into these shoulders here. So as you reach up, feel your shoulders lift up towards the ears. And then relax them down a little bit. Okay, press through the palms, lift the shoulders. And then melt them down. Let's go ahead and separate the fingers, bend the elbows as you open them nice and wide, open up the chest, and then gently scrape the arms all the way down to your sides. Let's roll the shoulders forward and up. And exhale, roll them all the way back and down. Let's separate the feet a nice distance here, nice and wide. And just let your toes turn away from each other, okay? Now, you can walk as wide as you'd like, and you can always adjust from here, but let's create little C grips with the hands. And you're gonna take the C grips and cup them over the tops of the knees or towards the inner thighs. And then you're gonna slightly lean forward and feel the weight of leaning forward press into the hands, pressing into the thighs. Adjust the feet as needed, okay? And as you lean in and press the thighs away from each other, you're already gonna feel a pretty nice stretch into the inner hips and groin. Okay, and then you're gonna slowly start to just drop your right shoulder as you open your chest to that left side. Keep pressing the thighs away from each other the best that you can. One more deep Ujjayi breath. Slowly lift your chest back to center. And then exhale, drop your left shoulder. Open up the chest to the right side. Keep pressing those thighs open and away. One more breath. Then you're gonna come all the way back up. Let's walk the feet back in towards each other. Drop back in your seat so you're leaning onto the back and just sway your knees from side to side. Okay, as you sit up, we're gonna turn to the right side. And as you turn to the right side, sitting on the side of your chair here, spine up nice and tall, just create a little space so that you're not squished up against the side. You got just a little space here. You're gonna take your hands and you're gonna connect them to the back of your chair. Okay, if your chair is really tall, you can either hold on to the sides or you can just simply hold on to the top if it feels good. I think the sides would be preferable here. So inhale, lift your spine up nice and tall. And then exhale, gently rotate ribs and chest to that right side. Maybe look back over your right shoulder. Take a couple more breaths. Inhale, lift the spine a little taller. And exhale, twisting a little deeper. One more deep breath here. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, rotating open. Okay, you're gonna keep your left hand connected to the chair, but instead of having it to the left side, I want you to try to reach all the way over to the other side. If that's not accessible, stay on the left side, but just try to hold on, feel your balance, okay? Right hand is gonna reach up nice and tall, lift the spine, and then exhale, lean over to the left side. So you're stretching into the side body while holding onto the chair with that left hand for support. Inhale, come all the way up, and then exhale, take that right hand back down, walk yourself back to center, and then we'll slowly walk the feet back to center. And then we're gonna do that other side. Pivot your feet now to the left. Okay, from here, nice long spine. Connect your hands either to the outside or over the top of your chair. Lift the spine with a deep breath in, and then exhale, twist. Couple more here. Inhale, lift the spine up a little bit taller, draw through the crown of the head. And exhale, twist, maybe look back over your left shoulder. One more deep breath in, lifting a little taller. Deep breath out, twisting a little deeper. Okay, now from here, right hand stays connected to the chair. Maybe walk it over to the left side. Left hand reaches up nice and tall. And then exhale, slowly lean over to the right side, holding onto the chair for balance and stability. Feel the heaviness through your hips to keep weight on that side. And then inhale, slowly come up. Left hand comes down to the top of the chair. Walk your hands back to the lap, and then walk your feet all the way back to center. Okay, we're gonna get into the hamstrings a little bit here. Let's extend the right leg out, and I like to sit forward in my seat. So really it's just my sit bones that are connected. So scooting forward, so just a little bit at the edge. Right leg's gonna go nice and long, coming up onto the heel. So you do have the option of having blocks here if you'd like them to either side. I do think with having this one knee bent that you'll have enough support. So start here first. If you need them, you can grab them. So with your right leg straight, left knee bent, spine up nice and tall. Activate into that right leg, and this might be enough. If just lifting the spine up and activating the leg gets into the hamstring, stay here. Otherwise, deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly just start to walk forward. You can keep your hand on your knee the entire time to feel your weight slowly sinking over that right leg. It doesn't matter how far you go, but I want you to think about creating length into your spine. Try not to curl or hunch your back. Give yourself just a couple more breaths. You can stay still if it feels good to kind of sway a little bit or move in the position. Listen to your body, move slowly. Feel the sensations throughout. And then inhale, walk your hands all the way back up. And then we're gonna bend the right knee and extend the left leg out. Wiggle the heel forward if you need to, okay? Spine up tall, take a deep breath in, activate into your quads, leg is nice and engaged. Stay here on your inhale. Just continue to breathe, or exhale, hinge forward, walking the hands down the length of the leg. Right hand can stay rested on the right knee if that feels good. If not, you can always just walk it down, folding a little deeper. A couple more breaths. Any movement is welcome here. And then you're gonna slowly walk the hands all the way back up. And then we're gonna bring the foot back in. Let's drop back once again in our seat and just sway the knees from side to side. Okay, so we are gonna activate a little bit into our cores and into our shoulders. And we're gonna think about this movement as a seated chaturanga, okay? So realistically, if you're not engaging this position, you're not gonna feel much of anything, okay? So I want you to really feel the activation by listening to the cues and trying to tune into those parts within the body, okay? Let's take the hands forward in front of you as though you were in a plank position. Your hands are on the ground, okay? You're trying to get your shoulders right over the wrists, fingers spread nice and wide. Okay, so we're gonna imagine like a tension band, okay? And in fact, instead of taking chaturanga hands right off the bat, I want you to think about holding on to, let's say, a resistance band, okay? You're holding on to resistance bands. And as you're holding on with your hands, we're gonna create resistance. So imagine it's really, really strong here. So you have to really pull super tight to get your elbows into your sides, okay? So when we're pulling in, we're not gonna bend our elbows to the out, from each other out to the sides. We're gonna pull them in towards our side body, okay? So grab onto those resistance bands, take a deep breath in, and then exhale. You're gonna slowly create the tension as you bend your elbows and pull them in towards your side body. Keep the tension, hold here. Now just open up your palms, okay? Chaturanga right here. And then go ahead and relax. Roll the shoulders forward and up. Exhale, roll them all the way back and down. Let's do that again. Inhale, roll them forward and up. And exhale, roll them all the way back and down. Let's do that one more time. We will be using this, so I want to just make sure we have it nice and established in the body. Hands forward, spread the fingers out nice and wide. Now from here, we're gonna keep the hands open, but I want you to imagine creating tension. Imagine right now you're pulling on something that's also pulling back on you, okay? And then keep that resistance. Your hands are trying to pull forward, but you're resisting and starting to pull the elbows in towards your sides, not out away from each other, in towards your sides. And then hold once your elbows connect or are in alignment with your sides. Hold for 3, keep breathing. 2, And 1, relax. All right. Whew, get warm pretty quick when you're working on these little activators. All right, so now we're gonna go through a modified sun salutation from a chair position, okay? So you're just gonna roll with it here. It's gonna be nice, simple movements, but we're gonna really work into the body to kind of activate and feel the similar sensations that we would if we were standing or going through the actual motions. So from your seat, inhale, reach your arms up nice and tall. And then exhale, forward fold. Maybe separate the feet a little bit as you spill forward. Hands drop down towards the ground. Let your head fall all the way down. Spine curls. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, holding here. And then inhale, come all the way up. Arms reach forward. Spread the fingers wide. Create resistance. Exhale, slowly pull the elbows in. Keep that resistance the whole way. Then from here, set the hands down. Pull the hands against the thighs. Inhale, open up the ribs and chest, maybe looking up. And then exhale, you're gonna drop the chin to your chest, tail tucks under, curl your spine. Then inhale, lift your spine up tall. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, let's pause here. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach the arms up. And then hands connect heart center. Okay, so this is our standing position with the feet flat on the ground. We're gonna go through that one more time, okay? This goes from standing to the forward fold. We're going through all the motions. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinging over, hands down, let your full body relax. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Extend your spine, hold here on the exhale. Inhale, spine all the way up, arms reach forward, spread the fingers wide, create resistance. Exhale, pull the elbows into the side body, keep the resistance. Hands to the thighs. Inhale, open up the ribs and chest, pull the hands against the thighs to open. And exhale, round your back, tuck the tail, curl. Inhale, spine up tall. Exhale, forward fold, all the way over. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway, heart draws forward. Hold here on the exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, reach the arms up, think standing. Lift the chest, and then join the hands together, heart center. Okay, we're gonna go through that one more time. This time we're gonna add a little chair pose into our mix. So a sun salutation be modified, okay? Let's go ahead and step the feet. Actually, let's keep them wide so you can keep that space between your feet for the fold. Okay, but I want you to think about hips width or so. And I want you to feel a position where your feet connect down to the ground, knees right over the ankles, and I want you to feel your feet fully root into the ground. So I want you to think about as if you were in this position and you were just trying to stand up, okay? You might want to walk your feet in super close, but I want you to keep them nice and rooted because we're not going to sit up off the chair. We just want to activate the same muscle groups. So reach the arms up nice and tall. And then press your feet into the ground, activate your core, and imagine trying to lift your hips off of that chair. Feet are actively pressing, spine is actively lifting. Hold for 3, breathe, 2, and 1. Slowly folding over. Inhale, halfway lift. Hold here on the exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, arms forward, palms forward, fingers wide, create resistance. Exhale, keep the resistance as you pull the elbows into the sides, chaturanga. Set the hands down to the lap. Inhale, open up your ribs and chest, back bend. And exhale, round your back, chin to your chest, tail tucks under. Now let's inhale, lift the spine. We're gonna start to slowly transition, so I want you to scoot a little more forward in your seat. We're gonna slowly start to extend your left leg out to the left side, so it's nice and straight, okay? And we're gonna use a nice little pivot here, because we're gonna roll up onto the toes here in a moment, okay? So don't feel like you have to keep that heel grounded. Okay, we're gonna walk your right foot over to the right side and start to pivot on the left toes, so you're turning to the right side. Now, really all we need here is the right hip supported, okay? So you can come off of your mat if you need to with that left foot, okay? Now, as you're facing forward, take a soft bend into that left knee. I don't want it to be super active right away. And then start to just really square up towards that right leg, maybe adjust it as needed, okay? Now, from here, you're gonna slowly bend the knee and feel your tail trying to reach down. So as your tail reaches down, you're gonna feel the front of your hip opening up. Keep that, keep the tail reaching down, maybe re-extend through that back leg a little bit. Arms reach up nice and tall. Crescent lunge. 2 more nice deep breaths, spine lifts tall. Almost imagine you could press through those feet and hover right above the chair. Now you're gonna take your hands behind your back and interlace the fingers. Draw through the knuckles as the heart lifts. And then exhale, slowly hinge over the right leg. And just feel your knuckles pulling away from the back. You can push out through that left heel if that feels good. Maybe it feels good to kind of drape to the inside of the leg, but just feel out your body for balance and stability. Stay in your fold, but feel your knuckles come towards your back, so you're decreasing the pressure on your shoulders. And then just release the clasp and take your hands down to either side of your right foot, okay? This is a great time to utilize a block if you would like one. A block comes underneath the left hand, spine up nice and tall, and essentially you're getting the block to stack right underneath the shoulder, okay? Adjust it as needed. From here, nice long spine. And then exhale, you're gonna twist to that right side. Just twist your ribs and chest open to the right side. Right hand can stay on the knee. Maybe it floats out to the side. Maybe start to open up, but try not to pull yourself open with the top arm. Use your ribs, use your chest. One more breath. Slowly take the hand all the way down. You can walk your hands back up and then slowly pivot back to center. Walk your feet back to center. Okay, now from here, we're gonna take a deep breath in, reach the arms forward, spread the fingers wide. Exhale, create the resistance, pull the elbows in, chaturanga. Hands to lap, inhale, open up ribs and chest. Exhale, round and curl. Let's lift the spine back up to neutral, and we're gonna do the other side. So sitting forward, remember you're only gonna need the left thigh and hip supported. You're gonna walk your right foot off to the right, but remember, we're gonna pivot, so the heel is not gonna stay grounded. Then you're gonna slowly walk your left foot to the left, and then pivot on the right toes as you face towards that left side. Make any micro adjustments that you need to here. Okay, so once again, that chair is not pushing into your right leg, so sit on the edge more if you need to, and then take a generous bend into that right knee. Okay, feel this out here first. Keep the bend, feel the lengthening of the tail down. As the tail lengthens down, stay here, or maybe continue to work on stretching and extending through the back leg. Arms up nice and tall. Feel your feet pressing into the ground. Nice and active here. Adjust as needed. One more breath. Hands come behind your back as you interlace the fingers. Knuckles draw down as the heart lifts up. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, hinging forward, either resting on the thigh, or if you feel well balanced, drape to the inside of the thigh. Sometimes I have to shift my hips a little bit to be able to create space for this one. Listen to your body. One more breath. Feel the knuckles come towards the back, release the hands, bring the hands down to either side of that left foot. Maybe grab a block to bring it underneath the right hand, stacking it underneath that right shoulder as the spine lengthens over that left foot. Okay, as you press into the right hand, don't collapse in the shoulder, but press down into it. Left hand at the left knee, open up the ribs and chest to that left side. Stay here, or maybe open up ribs and chest, left hand high. Couple more deep breaths. Hand comes all the way down, walk the hands up, slowly pivot the legs to center, walk the feet back in. From here, inhale, reach the arms forward, spread the fingers wide, create resistance. Exhale, slowly resist, bring the elbows in, chaturanga. Hands to the lap, inhale, think cobra or upward dog. And exhale, think downward dog, but just round it out. All right, lifting the spine back up into a nice neutral. Now we're going to transition a little bit more into some warrior positions. So still sitting forward onto our chairs. We're going to take the left leg and we're going to walk it out to the left side. And then sit off just the amount so that the inner groin is not pushing down into the chair. So we want to make sure that it's disconnected, so we're kind of sitting to the left side of the chair. Keeping the foot grounded this time, with the right leg in this 90-degree angle. If you need to hold on to the chair for a little extra stability, you can. You can skip this part by just walking the foot out, or lift the foot, slowly open it, and then set it down. Okay, and then you can walk it from there, just kind of testing that range of motion in your body. Okay, so now you can see we're set up in a nice warrior 2 position. That front thigh is fully supported, left thigh, no contact, okay? Now from here, spine up nice and tall, reaching the arms forward and back. You're feeling that front thigh rolling open, okay? So if that front foot needs to come out towards the edge of the mat a little bit to open up the thigh, go for it. If it's too far over to the side and the knee collapses, walk it in, okay? Keep them nice and stacked, nice and aligned. Another breath here. Now you're going to reach forward as far as you can, and then slowly set your right elbow to that right thigh and use the elbow to kind of press the thigh open as you open up your ribs and chest, and then stretch your left hand high. Think extended side angle here. Couple deep breaths. Same thing, even though you're using that right arm for support, don't collapse in the shoulder, be active in it. Feet are pressing into the ground. Inhale, come all the way up. Left hand rests to that left leg. Right hand reaches up, think reverse warrior. One more breath. Now, inhale, we're going to come up. And then from here, we're going to keep this flow moving, but what we're going to do is adjust this back foot. So let's start to slowly bend the knee and walk the foot in so that you're essentially creating a 90-degree angle with your legs. So left knee is going to stay bent, toes are going to be pointed forward, okay? And then your right knee is bent, toes pointed to the side. And then you're just going to slowly start to, and actually, let's go ahead and bring ourselves kind of to that top right corner of your chair. Okay, and then from here, you're going to walk your right leg out until it fully straightens. So for this one specifically, I try to find that little groove right where the glute and the hip socket kind of join together. There's a little groove right in there, okay? Try to stay in that space. If it does feel uncomfortable, make those necessary adjustments. Right, let's reach the arms forward and back. We'll start off right here, moving into a triangle position. So inhale, let's reach forward. Tip your weight forward, and then right hand is gonna rest down either to your thigh or to the shin, and you're gonna open up the chest, left hand high. Deep breath here. If you want, flip that top palm back and just drop the arm around into your lower back. And if it's accessible, you can weave it around into that right hip or thigh. Getting a nice internal rotation on your shoulder. Let's take another breath. If you do have a half bind, let's reach the arm back up. And then inhale, come all the way up. Left hand drops down to the side of your chair. Right hand reaches up, and then all the way over to that left side, stretching into the side body. All right, inhale, let's come all the way up. Set that right hand back down. Let's go ahead and bend the right knee. Walk the foot in. Okay. From your seat, inhale, arms forward, spread the fingers wide, create resistance. Exhale, pull the elbows into the sides, maintaining resistance. Hands drop to the lap. Inhale, open up the ribs and chest. And exhale, round your back, curling everything in. And then inhale, come back up to neutral. We're gonna do the same sequence, other side. So, maybe sitting off to the right side this time. We're gonna start by walking the right foot off to the right side. Once again, we don't want the groin or inner thigh to touch. So sit off really onto that right side as much as you need. That right foot, 90-degree angle, okay? Maybe hold on to the chair if you want a little stability, you wanna practice the mobility. You're gonna try to lift your left foot, open it, and then set it down, okay? Otherwise, just heel toe it out. Make sure the knee can line up and open so you can see that big toe, okay? Warrior two shape. Make those adjustments as needed. Arms reach forward and back. Feel your feet pressing into the earth. Spine up. Give yourself a couple deep breaths here and just really establish this shape in your body. Feel the pressing into the legs, the opening into the thighs, the lifting of the spine. One more here. Let's reach forward. Left elbow drops to the inside of that left thigh and kind of push that thigh open. Open up the ribs and chest. Right hand reaches up. Extended side angle. Let's hold here. Give yourself a couple breaths. Keep the legs active. Keep rotating the heart open. One more deep breath. And then we're gonna come all the way up. Right hand drops down to the right leg. Left hand reaches up and overhead. Reversing your warrior. And then let's slowly come all the way back up. Now from here, we're gonna take that right foot. We're gonna slowly walk it in as you bend the knee until the foot comes right in front of you, 90-degree angle. And then you're gonna sit now on the forward left corner. And then start to walk your left foot out. Nice, and find that little groove once again. You don't wanna be on the sit bone, okay? You wanna find that little groove right into the hip socket. Nice, from this position, arms forward and back. Inhale, reach forward, left hand drops down, maybe to your thigh or shin. Right hand high, triangle. Keep opening up the ribs and chest here, and you can stay as you are, or flip your top palm back, and then maybe bend the elbow, drop it around into your lower back, or even weave the hand around towards the thigh. But keep rotating your ribs and chest towards the ceiling here. Spine is long, you're not hunching or curling over. If you are bound, right hand reaches up. Strong core, inhale, come all the way up. Right hand grabs the outside of the chair. Left hand reaches up and overhead. Feel free to bend that right elbow to reach a little bit deeper. And then slowly come up. From here, we're gonna start to bend the left knee, walk the foot back into center. And as you come back to center, inhale, arms forward, palms open. Create resistance. Exhale, pull the elbows in. Hands come down to the lap. Inhale, open up your ribs and chest, lift your heart. And exhale, round your back and curl. All right, let's inhale, lift the spine all the way back up. Okay, we're gonna come into our grand finale position. You don't have to come into this one. If you don't want to, you can just stay in a nice forward fold, which will be our child's pose in this one, okay? So I'll give the option of staying. Otherwise, I will give options to work towards bird of paradise if it feels accessible. If you have a strap, this is also a great usage for it to be able to create extra space if your hands don't quite connect, okay? So separate your feet a little wider than your hips. And then you're gonna just slowly start sitting at the edge of your seat, start to tip forward, releasing the hands down to the ground and just kind of let your body spill through, okay? So we're gonna use this as our child's pose. If it's too much to let the body spill through, you can also walk the legs in and just let your body rest over the legs, okay? Now, if you wanna go deeper, lengthen your spine here. You're gonna plant the right fingertips right below the face and open up the ribs and chest. Left hand can reach up, or you can just take it to your hip or leg. Either way is fine, okay? Now, if you wanna take a half bind, you're gonna drop the top arm around into your lower back. So flip the palm back, bend the elbow, drop it into your back. If you want full bind, your right arm is gonna reach underneath your right thigh, reaching back. Try to get that leg as high up on the shoulder as you can. Bending the elbow and see if your hands can connect. If not, you can use a strap between your hands to create the bind. Then left foot walks into center. Press up onto that foot, come up onto your right toes. You can stay here or come all the way up into your seat. Okay, and if you're in your seat, you can stay or work on extending as much as it feels good. And then re-bending the knee, slowly releasing it back down. Release the bind, and then slowly fold. Separate the feet if that feels good. And we're gonna do that other side. So let's lengthen the spine. Left hand plants down. Open up the ribs and chest. Maybe the right arm reaches up. Maybe flip the palm back, drop it around into your lower back. If you want that full bind, left arm reaches underneath that left thigh. Try to get it as high up on the shoulder as you can. Bending the elbow, and maybe the hands connect or use your strap. Right foot walks into the center, so you can press into the right foot, get more lift. Either come up onto the left toes or see if you can come all the way up. Okay, adjust as you need to, stay, or maybe extend out through your left leg. One more breath. Bending the knee, slowly come forward to release the foot back down, release the bind if you have it, and return into that child's pose, just round it over. Another deep breath here. And then you're gonna slowly walk your hands all the way up the legs, come back up into a nice seated position. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna turn my chair just so it's a little bit easier to see for the remainder of the practice and what it is that we're gonna be doing. Okay, so from here, we're gonna work first just a little bit into kind of opening up the front of the body. So you're gonna scoot forward in your seat and hands are gonna connect down into your seat as close as you can, maybe even kind of weaving the hands in, pressing into the seat. Then you can either keep your knees bent with your feet about hips width apart. Okay, this is gonna be for a reverse kind of tabletop position, or you can extend the legs straight and together, toes point towards the ground, and then we'll lift up into almost a reverse plank position instead. Okay, so whatever variation you'd like with your legs, go ahead and set them up now, knees bent, or legs straight, toes pointed. And then with your hands connected, if you can, spin your fingers slightly forward. It will help the rotation in your shoulders. Shoulder heads point slightly forward, okay? So scoot forward in your seat, press through your feet, open up your chest, and lift the hips as high as you can. Keep pressing down, lifting high for 3, 2, And then 1. Go ahead and melt the hips back down, walk them in, and then just briefly let yourself round over your legs, let your head spill all the way over. Take one more nice deep breath here and just enjoy this release of your spine. And then let's come all the way back up, walking yourself up. Okay, so from here, you're gonna sit forward in your seat, not too far forward, but you're gonna extend your legs out. Okay, we're gonna try to cross the right ankle over the thigh. So start on the shin and just kind of grasshopper your foot up above the knee. If that is not happening today, you're not able to get it above the knee, then you can do the same thing by just taking a block and resting the foot at the block and then folding over the legs from here, okay? That's gonna be your variation if so. Otherwise, you're gonna take that foot, slide it all the way up onto the thigh, and then bend that left knee so you create a nice little lock into this shape. Okay, spine up nice and tall. Stay here on your inhale, or exhale slowly, just start to hinge forward over that leg, okay? You're either folding over in this shape, or your foot is crossed over your shin, maybe a support of a block, and the left leg is extended. Wherever you are, just give yourself a few more breaths to just enjoy this nice little stretch. Okay, you can stay here a little while longer. If you would like to take a little more of a shoulder opener, you can interlace your fingers behind your back, pulling through the knuckles, and then lift them up away from the back. Stay here, or lower the knuckles to the top of your chair, scoot forward through the hips, and then lift your chest up nice and tall. Couple more breaths. Either option is fine. You can just stay folded, reaching, or you can sit upright and get the opening into the shoulders. And then release the clasp of your hands if you have it. Let's come all the way up. Walk your left foot forward, lean back in your seat, slide the right leg down and to the ground. And with the bend into the knees, let's just sweep the knees side to side. Okay, let's extend the legs. Okay, same thing, left ankle over right shin. Start to bend the knee, either support with a block, keeping the leg straight, or slide it all the way up above the knee, and then bend it. As you bend, spine up nice and tall, lifting on an inhale. Stay here, or exhale, start to fold forward. Take it to your appropriate depth. Listen to your body. Use blocks if needed. Slow your breath down. At least a few more here. Stay here, or once again, interlace your fingers behind your back and then lift your knuckles up towards the sky. And then you can stay here, or if it feels better, drop the knuckles to the top of the chair, scoot the hips forward, and then lift your chest up nice and tall. Your variation, just a couple more breaths. Okay, if your hands are hooked over the chair, scoot the hips back, lean forward, release your hands wherever they are, bring them towards the back. Come all the way up, and then walk your right leg forward as you lean back in your chair and slide the left leg down. And then go ahead and just bend the knees, windshield wiper side to side. Okay, stay seated forward in your chair, hands drop back into your seat. Once again, find those back corners, okay? Hands this time, try to point them away from each other. And then you're gonna bend the elbows towards one another. And in fact, let's walk the hands a little more forward, not so far back in the seat. Hands a little bit forward, but still behind our hips. Bend your elbows and lift your chest. So as the chest lifts, the elbows bend and just kind of touch the chair. And then you're just opening up the heart. You can stay right here, or if the back of your chair allows, you can open up the elbows and set your upper back to the top of the chair. Maybe you walk the hips back a little bit until you can find the placement of the top of the chair underneath the shoulder blades, not pushing into them, but below them. So the shoulders are free moving. You don't have anything pushing into them. And then maybe interlace the fingers behind the head and just let the heart roll open here. Wherever you are, whether your elbows are on the seat and you're just lifting the chest, or your hands are behind your head and you're letting your heart spill open, take 2 more deep breaths. And then lifting chin to chest. If you're dropped back, release the hands, pressing yourself up. And then slowly roll over the legs. Let your entire spine just curl over, getting that nice little counter stretch through the spine. And as the head dangles heavy, let's go ahead and nod the head yes for a moment. Loosen everything up and let's shake the head no. Nice and relaxed. Little circles with the head. Nothing forced. And then go the opposite direction. Okay, from here, keep the head heavy. You're going to start to roll up through your lower back, stacking it nice and slow. Start to roll up through your mid-back, your upper back, your shoulders. And lastly, let your head stack right on top. Lift the shoulders up towards the ears, pull them back, open up the chest as the shoulders relax down, heavy away from the ears. And just take a moment, close the eyes. Feel the breath, feel all the movement that you established in your body, now just starting to simmer and to relax. All right, go ahead and open up the eyes. We're going to do one last little twist, and then we'll just sit in a little meditation. So from here, let's go ahead and sit back in our chair and let the hips slide forward. But we want a nice long spine. I don't want you to kind of tuck the tail and be slouched in it. Nice and lifted, okay? Now from here, your feet are going to separate about the width of the mat or so. And then just let your knees, actually let's walk them a little bit more narrow. And then just let your knees swivel over to the right, okay? As they swivel over to the right, walk your feet a little bit more to the left side. So they're very nice and staggered here, okay? And you can stay as you are and just kind of feeling a little bit of the internal rotation on that left hip, a little external rotation on your right hip, or if it allows, right foot rests on top of that left thigh. You can adjust the left foot out wider if you need to. And just give yourself a couple more deep breaths right here. If that foot is on top, nice and slowly release it back down, swivel the knees to center, walk them back in, and then spine up tall. You're going to let the knees drop to the left side. Walk the feet off to the right side as much as it feels good till you have a nice little staggered shape. Stay here, or left foot on top of that right thigh. And just sinking into the hips here. Let's take one more nice deep breath. Just relax the hips as much as possible. Relax into your lower back. And then let's set that left foot down to the ground, slow and controlled. Knees swivel to center, feet walk back in. Sit yourself up nice and tall. And I want you to walk your feet or walk your hips back into your seat so that when you lift your spine up nice and tall, you feel the backrest supporting your back fully, nice and upright, okay? So if you don't quite feel it, or you feel any slouching or curling in your tail or in your pelvis, just readjust yourself to stack nice and tall. Okay, now from here, we're going to take just a few breaths. So exhale, let everything out. Take a slow breath in through the nose, fill up your belly, your ribs, and all the way up into your chest. Hold the breath at the top. Open up your mouth, exhale, sigh, let it all the way out. Again, slow breath in through the belly, through the ribs, and all the way up into your chest. The whole body expands. Hold the breath at the top. And then open up the mouth, exhale, let it all the way out. Last one, slow and steady, breathing in, fill up from the bottom, expanding out in all directions and rising, lifting all the way up to the top, the chest, the shoulders, upper back, maybe even all the way up into the throat, the head, holding it here. Really retain that breath. And then open up your mouth and just let it all the way out. Spine stays long and lifted, but feel the shoulders relax. And imagine all the other muscles just soften down the torso, down the legs, all the way down to the feet, the hands. Relaxing your breath and just feeling a bit of still, a bit of calm, a bit of ease. Taking the next few minutes to just allow yourself to be in this space and enjoy a little bit of the stillness. Start to feel your breath deepen. Start to slowly deepen your breath, circulating some of that energy throughout the body. Wiggle the fingers and the toes, maybe rock a little through the head, dropping chin to chest and rolling from shoulder to shoulder. And then begin to reach the arms up high over your head. Reach, 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 reach. Bending the elbows, and as you open up the elbows wide, open up through the chest, and then slowly feel the arms sweep all the way down to your sides. Spine up nice and tall, hands together at heart center. From here, just thank your bodies for all that they do for you. Be grateful for this practice and all the amazing things we can do through it, the modifications and the different ways we can access our bodies. So much love and so much gratitude from me to you. Thank you so much. All right, y'all, that was spicy. I love being able to take a practice that is really kind of seen only in one way and being able to make it accessible for so many different people and in different ways. So I really enjoyed doing Vinyasa from a chair. I would love to hear your perspective as well, if there was anything you had difficulty with or any recommendations for the future. I'll have more content coming your way soon, y'all. Thanks so much.